And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Brent Apperson.
I'm Jack Simpson. Good morning.
We made it to Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, another big show today. We've had a lot of them here during the course of the week, and we will be going out later this morning. In fact, we plan to go out even before 8 o'clock and start visiting with those who are setting up for the Lineman's Rodeo, which is back this year to the Custer County Fairgrounds. We'll be visiting with our friends at Custer Public Power District. I know this was an event that got started, and the first venue of it, I believe, was out during the State Fair in Grand Island. But then, if I remember correctly, and we'll get more on the story, I'm sure, this morning when we bring you our special remote from the fairgrounds, but I believe it was kind of the COVID year that changed things a little bit, and then they were looking for a new site to host the Lineman's Rodeo, and the perfect site has become the Custer County Fairgrounds. So they will be doing that today, and we will be out there to talk about that and give you details as to what will be going on with the Lineman's Rodeo today out at the Custer County Fairgrounds as we visit with our friend Rick Nelson and others with Custer Public Power District and associated with putting on the Lineman's Rodeo today. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up a little bit later on in the show. Plan to have our friend Travis Hansen stopping in to visit with us about Revolution Group coming up here this morning as well. And in the 9 o'clock hour, we are planning to have a visit with Superintendent of Broken Bow Schools, Darren Toby, who is scheduled to come in and join us in the 9 o'clock hour. So we encourage you to stay tuned for that. All of that coming up for you today on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. So, Mr. Simpson, we got to get right to work.
Okay, let's get to work.
All right. Want to remind you that coming up at the end of the show, as always, during this month of July, we're going to give you the code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel giveaway, which is underway, presented by Trotters Woe and Go. Chance to win a $1,000, $500, and $50 gas card prize. All you have to do is enter the code word that you hear that will air for you at the end of the breakfast show, and then again we air it at 3:30 each and every day on both of our radio stations. When you hear the code word, just take it to the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com and get entered to win. Menu for the Prairie Pioneer Center today. Chef salad will be on the menu today with a garlic breadstick and fruit. That is your menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center. If you'd like to join them for lunch today, they always appreciate a call ahead of time so that they can make the appropriate arrangements, kind of get a feel for how many they need to prepare for. So if you call them by 9 o'clock this morning, they would appreciate it. Number to call is 872-6121, 872-6121. Also, if you would like a meal delivered, they can set up those arrangements as well. So just give them a call at the Prairie Pioneer Center. All right, now this morning we are going to play the game early. Okay. So what question do you have for us today?
Well, we're sticking with how well do you know Washington, D.C.? What is the name of the place that George Washington lived? Was it Arlington House, Mount Vernon, Cape Victoria, or the White House? What was the name of the place where George Washington lived? Arlington House, Mount Vernon, Cape Victoria, or the White House? You're winning a free 6-inch sub today.
All right, yeah, from Subway. So if you know the answer, give us a call at 872-2801, 872-2801.
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
It's a big weekend for our four-legged friends. Join us this Saturday for the Custer County 4-H Dog Show. Events start at 8 a.m. If you can't make it, watch the live stream on Sandals Express YouTube and Facebook pages. We'll be live at the conclusion of Obedience and Showmanship, just in time for Agility and Rally. This coverage is made possible by Broken Bow Kennels and Grooming, Diamond Express Dog Wash, Grassland Veterinary Clinics, Palmer Monument, Cobblestone Hotel and Suites, Bierman Vet Services, and Paws and Claws Pet Care.
Head into Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow to fill your first aid, pain relief, and summer care needs. Their July circular holds these prices and more. Leader brand hydrocortisone cream is $2, or pick up pain relieving patches for $5. Soothe your skin with bottles of Leader Aloe Vera, $5.47. Special prices are throughout the store. Stop in soon at Varney Pharmacy, located in downtown Broken Bow.
Duda Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the really tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel giveaway is on, with nearly $2,000 in Trotter's Woe and Go cards up for grabs. Listen to KCNI and KBBN each day at 9:30 and 3:30 for code words. Then enter them on the contests page at sandhillsexpress.com. Want bonus entries? Watch for our car in your local parade or spot us at community events. Extra codes could be waiting. You could win $1,000. You can win $500, but if you don't enter, you won't win anything. The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel giveaway, brought to you by Trotter's Woe and Go in Broken Bow, Sargent, Myrna, and beyond.
All right, back on the Breakfast Show. Didn't get a winner today, but what was the answer, Jack?
Mount Vernon.
All right, yeah, Mount Vernon. There you go. All right, good to have you with us as we roll through this Friday together. Again, we got a lot of things coming up. Coming up shortly here, we will be going live to the Custer County Fairgrounds as we talk about the Lineman's Rodeo, which is in town today. Always look forward to getting information about that. Really is a neat event. When we turn on the light switch, we just take it for granted that the lights are going to come on. But there's a lot of maintenance and a lot of work that goes into making sure the lights come on. And the folks and the guys and the gals that make all of that happen for us, they got to do it in a safe way. And so the Lineman's Rodeo is something that kind of spotlights what they do. They have a lot of fun, I know, when it comes into town, but there's also a competition aspect to it, too. So we'll find out all about that coming up a little bit later on in the Breakfast Show. You may have heard our promo that we aired a little bit earlier for you. Tomorrow, we do remind you that sandhillsexpress.com will be out at the Custer County Dog Show tomorrow, as we will be bringing you a portion of that. We've been doing that for the past handful of years as we spotlight the kids who've been working really hard with their dogs to get them ready for the 4-H Dog Show. And we will be airing a portion of that. This will be video only, so the place to go to find it is sandhillsexpress.com. Our plan, like we have done the last few years, is to come on kind of toward the latter part of the show so that we can bring you things like the rally and the agility, so that you can see the dogs in action and see their handlers work with them and how they have progressed through the course of their practice time getting ready for the fair. So we will have that for you tomorrow, and we'll encourage you to watch for that on sandhillsexpress.com. And then, of course, as we think about the Custer County Fair coming up, we do remind you on July 26th, it'll be the Custer County Fair Parade. Was visiting with Steph at the Broken Bow Chamber. We'll air her weekly chamber report for you today on Public Affairs at 10:05 on KCNI Radio. But Steph was talking about if you want to get an entry into the parade, it always helps the organizers out if you can pre-register and get that information to them prior to parade day. So keep that in mind. If you want to be involved in the Custer County Fair Parade and have an entry, we encourage you to get that pre-registered and get signed up ahead of time by contacting the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. All right, musically, I'm going to make this Country Band Day.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to play music from country bands. Here we go. And again, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we have in the studio with us now Travis Hansen, who joins us with Revolution Group. Great to see you again. How have you been?
I'm great, Brent. How are you doing this morning?
Doing fantastic. Appreciate you coming back in. Of course, we visited with you a week ago about kind of your transition to joining Revolution Group. And in case folks missed our conversation a week ago, I thought maybe another great place to start would just be with what Revolution Group is all about.
You bet, absolutely. I wanted to start with that again this morning.
Yeah.
For those of you out there that haven't heard about Revolution Group, again, is a Nebraska-born company that creates custom wealth strategies. Revolution Group is based in Omaha, and I am so excited to bring the level of investing that they've been doing in Omaha to all of my friends and all my customers here in Custer County and beyond. It's so exciting to bring that level of investing out here.
Yeah. I know that we talked about kind of, the legacy when you think about, family ag production here, businesses. We did a remote yesterday with Wenquist, who is celebrating 100 years
It's a great business.
of a family business. And I know that Revolution Group, in our conversation from a week ago, strives to work in building that legacy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about that and what you can do in helping contain and build that legacy with ag production businesses or just businesses in general.
You bet. That's one of the things we're most proud of is helping Nebraskans grow and protect their hard-earned legacies. Again, like we talked last week, everybody, especially in this area, they work so hard to create wealth, and whether it's through their business or their farm or their ranch, they work in many of them for generations, to build their wealth. And what we like to do is we like to come in and work hand in hand with somebody and look at their whole entire situation. We're not just going to sell you a product. We don't sell anything. So we don't earn commissions. We just help people build custom portfolios of investments. And so to come hand in hand with whether it's a business owner or, ag production or an individual that's worked hard and partner with them and build a custom portfolio that takes everything into consideration. That's one thing that is so great about Revolution Group is we don't just meet with a client and say, hey, here's a balance model and you're done in 30 minutes and we sell you something and you're out the door. No, it's really an in-depth look of your situation, and your tax situation is a huge part of that, right? So as people grow their businesses, as people grow, their ag production and their farms and their ranches, taxes are a constant thing that's always there every year. And so one thing that we do, again, is we look at the whole situation. Bring us your tax returns. Bring us everything that you have, and we'll look at where you're at, and we will plan with you and make a strategy to minimize your taxes and incorporate investments into that. And there's a lot of great tools that we can use for that. And people are always surprised at what's out there. So that's one thing that I'd like to really drive home to the listeners about Revolution Group is there are different types of investments out there that maybe you're not aware of that we can share with you. One thing that I'd love to touch on this morning is myths about money, because there's a lot of myths about money, right?
Oh, yeah. Just get on social media.
Right. or Facebook, or exactly. And go down those rabbit trails. But one of the myths about money is investing is only stocks and bonds, or it's only annuities and life insurance. No, there's a whole world of investing out there. And Revolution Group, we do a really good job of like I said, coming alongside people and showing them what's available. We build custom portfolios specific for each situation. No portfolio is the same. And our investments, and they include stocks and bonds, but they also include real estate, private investments, private credit, infrastructure, oil and gas leases, and a lot of these different investment products have benefits that people aren't aware of, and benefits that help their tax situation, and benefits that we can help them with a strategy, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and everything is changing, right? Nothing ever stays the same. You talk about taxes. My goodness, we all know that those change all the time. But also technology kind of changes things too, right? You don't necessarily run a business the same today that you did 30 years ago.
No, or 5 years ago even. And the speed at which things have changed is really accelerated, I guess I would say. Congress just passed the big, beautiful bill, for lack of a better term. And there's a lot of great tax benefits in there that benefit business owners and that benefit investors, and that we can help you through those changes. And again, look at your specific situation and make the best choices for you. But again, a myth that I really want listeners to understand is investing, is so much more than just stocks and bonds. And again, I mentioned the different investment products that we can build into portfolios. Some of those have minimums, and so I'd be happy to talk people through that. But there's just so much available, and I'm really excited to bring that to everybody.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this last week, I think, but there's so much energy and focus that has to just go into the day-to-day operation of doing your business, right?
Absolutely.
So this is where you guys can really come alongside and take care of some of these things that you're talking about and lighten the load.
Right. Yeah. We do not expect business owners or ag producers to be experts in this area.
Yeah.
Let us be the experts for you. And again, like we talked last week, everybody works so hard every year to make sure their business is profitable, make sure that the ag operation goes another year and is profitable, and that's where your focus should be. Let us come alongside you and help you on the investment side of things, maximize what you guys can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Travis, quickly, what about just the individual? We've kind of been talking about the business side of things, but what about the individual that you can do?
You know what? And that's a great point. What I would say is whether it's business that I'm talking about or an ag production operation that I'm talking about, it always boils down to an individual.
Yeah.
There's always people behind it, and that's where our heart is. And so if you if you have a business, if you have an ag operation, or if you are just an individual, it's always boils down to the individual, and that's who we're going to help. The other thing that I would love to reiterate to everybody is that legacy planning, and especially as you get older in years and you're thinking about the next generation, that's there's so many things that we can help you with to pass your wealth on to the next generation, to ease a transition, whether it's transitioning a business, if you are going to move that to the next generation, or if you have plans to exit or sell, we help businesses with exit planning and strategies with that, especially with all the tax consequences with that. It always boils down to the individual, but we can help with all of it. One other money myth that I wanted to mention is there's a lot of fear when it comes to transition and change, right? And one of the transition and changes that people are hesitant to and fearful of is real estate and moving real estate either to the next generation, or if your plans are to sell a piece of real estate, what's the tax consequences of it? There's a lot of fear with that, but we can help with that and minimize, the tax consequences of some of those things. And again, incorporate investments into that overall, strategy and plan.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you're really excited about what Revolution Group is about and now being a part of it. Was there anything else that you wanted to mention, Travis, or did we kind of hit on the highlights?
You know what?
For what you wanted to share.
That's really the highlights. Again, I would just encourage people to reach out. Every situation is different, and that's what I want people to walk away understanding is every situation is different. You're not the same as the person before you or the person after you when you're talking about investments. So let us partner with you. Let us learn your situation. Let us help you and guide you through that. And again, maximize what you're doing. I don't know if it's a creed or a motto, but a rising tide lifts all boats. And so I know you're on pace with that. I am. I want everybody to be wildly successful. And so I'm excited to partner with people and help people with that, again, as it comes to their investments. Revolution Group, I would say, again, investments is a piece of it, but it's a wealth strategy, and that's what we really offer. It's not just a one-time meeting and you walk away with some investments. No, we partner with people, and we partner with people, lots of them are generations, and we help them, through all the phases of life, whether that's you're building your wealth, or you're looking to transition your wealth, or you are, you're interested in charitable giving, whatever your goals are, that's our goals. So let us meet with you and let us help you meet those goals.
Yeah. So how's the best way for people to reach out to you?
You bet. Give me a call directly at 402-933-3371. You can visit our website. Again, I would encourage everybody, If you're interested, take a look at our website. There's a lot to learn there, and that's at revgroupllc.com. Or you can send me an email at thansen@revgroupllc.com. We're meeting with people all the time. Our calendar's filling up, and so we would love to get people in and talk to them. There's a lot of excitement out there.
Yeah, fantastic. Appreciate you coming in and visiting with us. All right, good to see you. Travis Hansen with Revolution Group, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. All right, we're going to go into the news a little bit early because we want to get you out to the Custer County Fairgrounds to find out what's happening with the Lineman's Rodeo. So we'll take a shortened news break, and then we'll hook up at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Stay tuned.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump's ordered the Attorney General to seek the release of a portion of grand jury testimony in the Jeffrey Epstein case. CBS's Natalie Brand.
Ultimately, it's up to a judge to make the final decision here, and it could take some time, months even.
Lawmakers in the House voted just past midnight to send a bill cutting more than $9 billion in funding for foreign aid and public broadcasting to the president's desk. Speaker Mike Johnson.
We clawed back $9 billion in taxpayer funds and wasteful spending.
New Mexico Democrat Teresa Ledger Fernandez.
Our public radio and TV, our work across the globe for public health and peace are what is the best of America.
A shocking announcement from Stephen Colbert last night.
Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May.
CBS says the decision was purely financial. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. 8+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Chris Perfect.
Getting you caught up on the Open Championship round 2, where the projected cut line is still 2 over. Some of the early scorecards that came in: Keegan Bradley shot a 67 for Friday's event. Mark Leishman shot a 68. Francesco Molinari shot 71. Ricky Fowler shot 72. And Matthew Pavon shot 71. On Thursday, Damian Lillard agreed to a 3-year, $42 million extension. He is coming home to the Portland Trail Blazers. The Pittsburgh Steelers and TJ Watt agreed to a 3-year, $123 million extension on Thursday. He is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. And the NFL Players Association Executive Director Lloyd Howell Jr. announced he is resigning on Thursday after being at the center of controversy and conflict of interest in the league.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. High temperatures reach up to 88 today under mainly cloudy skies, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, lows level off around 65, partly cloudy. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Slight chance for storms. Highs level off around 84. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently in our studio, 67 degrees, cloudy skies. We've had a little mist in the air as we've gone through the morning here at our KCNI, KBBN studios. All right, they are getting ready to go with the Lineman's Rodeo, which is back in Broken Bow, Nebraska for 2025 at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Jeremy Shipe is there, so let's find out what's going on. Jeremy, good morning to you.
Is it? Oh, no. Oh, well, we're having technical difficulties thanks to our friends at Facebook, Brent. So we're going to send it back to you for just less than a minute. Give me a chance to go help Christy out, and then we'll come back this way. And there's a train, so there you go.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we'll take a short little time out here. You got to love live radio, right? It is 8 o'clock. We'll send you back to the Custer County Fairgrounds here in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help you make them feel a little less unexpected. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
All right, I think they're ready to go again. So let's go back to the Custer County Fairgrounds. Once again, here's Jeremy Shipe.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We're here with Rick, and we're going to be talking all about the Line Workers Rodeo. We've got Trevor back with us again. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. First, out of the gate, feels like it's a nice day for this event, Rick.
Oh, it feels really nice out here, doesn't it? The cloud cover, I don't know when this is going to burn off or not, but this is about perfect.
And I was telling you, Trevor, this is kind of the line workers. They're used to being out when the power's out, which is typically when you have problems with lines, which is nasty weather conditions. So you were talking about them probably appreciating this quite a bit.
Yeah, today's probably one of the nicest days I can ever remember being at a Nebraska State Rodeo. Normally it's hot, humid. We're always having it in July. Today there's supposed to be a nice breeze out of the south. It's only supposed to be 82 degrees, so probably the nicest weather we've had, if the rain holds off, than we've ever had for a rodeo here in Nebraska.
Was it 2 or 3 years ago that everyone was slopping around in about a foot of sludge? When was that?
So last year it rained. I don't know if you remember that. It rained a little bit, but and then it got super humid. And then it was 3 years ago when it was super muddy. It was 8 inches deep in mud. It rained the whole time. We had equipment that we had to keep taking over to the hydrant, flushing it out with water because it was getting full of the sandy dirt that's in this arena. And so it was definitely not good conditions for them, which a lot of times they work in those same conditions. And so they just got to figure out how to overcome it.
Well, today's nice conditions. And if you folks are watching the video, which we'll post on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page for you, awesome arena again here, guys. Rick, you said that it was set up on Monday, and just kind of give us a rundown of how the day will work. Opening ceremonies at 8:30, and then on from there.
Yeah, so opening ceremonies at 8:30. Our own Spencer Burke will be singing the national anthem. He has since moved on from our post in Thetford. But he's come back and wanted to sing. It's been a dream of his to sing this. I think he sang it once before, maybe.
The first year we
were up here. Yep. And so wants to sing it again. So we'll have the opening ceremonies. We'll send all of the apprentices into the paddock building. And I don't know how many apprentices.
We have 39 apprentices.
39 apprentices. So we'll send all those in. All 39 will take a test all at the same time. It's a written test. It's a time test.
Yep, it's time.
And so they'll do that, and everybody else will be out here kind of getting things ready, get things moved around, and then we'll just go after it. Both the apprentices will come out then and just start hitting stations where they're supposed to be at, and when there's a lull, somebody else will step up and climb it. I'm looking out over the arena. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of congestion, a lot of lot of fun things to do, I can see. So I'm excited about today. It's going to be a great day, and the weather's perfect. Everybody's here. Attendance is up from a participant. It's about the same as last year, but we're excited about some new faces, some new ones coming in, some old ones dropping off. So
great.
I don't know, Trevor, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, we have Dawson Public Power District. This is the first time they brought any competitors, which is really great. Twin Valley sent a judge, which is the first time they've ever helped out or anything. So they're trying to, understand what the rodeo is all about. And I talked to that judge last night, and they plan on bringing some folks next year to the rodeo. As it just the word continues to get out, and everybody continues to visit about how great this event is, especially here in Broken Bow. The way the community just wraps their arms around us when we come here. The local establishments, they just really appreciate us being here. So that helps, too, to get that word out. And there's just a lot of growth I see in the future here.
Awesome. And if you folks have never been to the opening ceremonies, get down here, find yourself a spot. There's plenty of seating. The middle would be the best place. That's where they put the flags up on the pole in the middle there. It's a great opening ceremony, and it's a great way to start the day. Kind of a tradition for my wife and I is we go and get lunch somewhere. We bring it up here in the stands, and we enjoy our lunch hour here. And today it's a beautiful day to do so, and they're going to be competing straight through the lunch hour so that you can come and check it out at your convenience. But whatever time you have to stop out and check it out at the Line Workers Rodeo at the Custer County Fairgrounds, we highly encourage that you do so. Should we head down on the grounds there and we can talk about the specific events?
I love that idea.
Okay, we'll do it. And we'll see if Christy can follow. She's nervous about keeping the camera.
She gonna be able to follow us?
Yeah, she's nervous about keeping the camera stable. So I think once we get down here onto the ground, let's just start sprinting. We'll just run away from her. We're at the Line Workers Rodeo, folks, and you're invited to come out. It's completely free for you to attend. And I think so many of us know that line workers go out and work in adverse conditions and are doing all of these things up on the pole, but we don't get to see it very often. This is one of the few opportunities that we have to lay our eyes on this and see it in first person, and we'll kind of talk about this a little bit when we get into the arena here. But Trevor, the idea here is it's a competition, but you want to do it all as safely as possible while doing it as quickly as possible as well. I think that's really important to note because that's the competition. That's the key to it.
Yes. So the competitors are judged on a perfect 100-point score. So if they get a 100, we use the time as a tiebreaker. So the 100 will make sure that they're doing it safely and making sure that they're not, dropping anything from the pole if it's a washer or any kind of tools or anything like that. So they get that 100.
And we've got a lot of really good line workers across the state. So I would venture to guess that 100 scores are pretty typical. Am I right in saying that, Rick?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not.
It's probably pretty hard then.
It's pretty hard. So when you're up there trying to do everything and trying to get things right, you slip, you drop a nut, you do this or you do that. We're watching, and so that's part of the learning experience as well.
Okay.
Trying to stay safe.
Awesome. Well, where do we want to start? We want to start on our right or our left? We can start over here.
We can start right here. This is what we call our Hurt Man event, and this is where the linemen would rescue one of their partners in the field if something would happen. And so we practice this annually. It's a requirement. They have to go up, rescue we call these rugged Randys. Got to bring rugged Randy down and touch the ground. So they got to climb the pole, tie the rope around the mannequin, and then drop him to the ground. And then this is an event that's held at pretty much every rodeo that I've ever been a part of because it's so important to know how to get your partner down if something ever happens. And a lot of times people think, well, they must get electrocuted. Well, there's all sorts of situations where you might have to bring somebody down. They might have a bee sting, allergic reaction. They might start, just not feeling well, and they need assistance coming down. And so it's so important to train on that every year, and so that's a big event for each rodeo that we have.
Yeah, and for every utility, every lineman out there, that is a yearly. It's not a test, but it's a yearly competency kind of a deal. So everybody in the state, everybody who's a lineman, has to do that once a year and has to prove to themselves and to the company that they can get up the pole, save the guy. Now, they may not save him pretty, but at least he gets him to the ground.
Yeah, which is where humans are naturally most comfortable, is with both of our feet on the ground, right?
Yeah,
so
we kind of like that.
Yeah, I prefer it, honestly. I'd much rather be down here than on top of one of these poles, but we need these line workers to be out doing this work, because when Brent introed us, he said, it's easy for us. How many times do you know that the power's out when it's out, and you still walk over to the light switch? It's just a normal thing that you do, and when you go to it, the power's been out, but you still go over and do it. So
what are we doing here, Trevor?
The one
nice
that's
little line here.
The one that's kind of right above us to the left. This is what's called the arrestor changeout. So in the real world, we may have like a voltage conversion. So like if you guys remember here when the power's out in Broken Bow, they actually had to upgrade some of the system to 7200. Well, there would have been 2400 arresters out there, so they'd have to go through and upgrade those. And so that's all we're simulating here is just a arrestor change out. They'll climb the pole, they'll take the 2 arresters down, send them to the ground, and then they'll send 2 more up. They put them all back together, and then they come down. And an arrestor just helps with any type of surge that may be on the line, from lightning and that kind of stuff.
So a different arrestor could mean it could withstand different surges.
Yep, that's just the voltage rating of them.
Okay. And like you mentioned, it had plenty of that in Broken Bow recently, unfortunately, but that's something that is, again, good for the line workers to know, and we'll be seeing them go up and down the pole doing that today as well. I always like, I think it's on this row here, well, I guess several of the different competitions could have to do, explain, I think it would be these orange items over here they throw over the top of the line. I think that's really cool that they can get all of that all the way up there.
Yeah, so we'll use that on this one is called an OCR changeout. So like in the field, an OCR helps when you guys see your lights blink and then they come back on. That's a device that's been part of technology to allow it to blink. It hopefully clears the fault or the problem, and then it comes back on. Well, we're simulating that it's bad, and so they'll have to go up there, and the rubber cover up, the orange stuff, is actually for incidental contact. It just provides the line worker some protection when they're up in the air. So that stuff's usually tested at about 25,000 volts, and then we just slide it on the line, and then it helps our line workers protect themselves.
Wow. Okay.
So
yes,
let's talk about this next one. It's a cross-arm change-out?
Yep.
So go ahead.
And then the one farthest to the north here is cross-arm change-out. And, as the industry has evolved with bucket trucks and stuff, we would normally do that with bucket trucks. However, we still have a lot of rural areas that we can't get trucks to, or back alleys. And so we have to practice changing out cross-arms and rigging that to send it up and down on the line, because you can't just hook it and pull it up there. So you rig the bottom, and it actually lays right up on your belt. And so a lot of that has to do with rigging, learning from your foreman or somebody in the, from years past, learning all those things from different people, and helps with that.
Okay. And hi, Rick. Do we have someone?
I want to introduce Alyssa. She's the new general manager down at Dawson Public Power. One of the reasons I think that we now have, she's instrumental in getting some of her people up here, and I think that's going to continue. So I just wanted to welcome her.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? What do you think of rodeo grounds?
I think this is incredible. I love rodeo. To me, rodeo is everything that's great about utilities, right? It's where heart and mind meet. It's skill, it's safety, it's training, it's camaraderie. I mean, we all work together during mutual aid times, so what a great opportunity for the guys to be able to work together, to compete together, to show off. I mean, being a lineman is such a skilled profession. I mean, it's beautiful today, right? But when they're out doing their job, it's not like this.
Yeah.
So what a great opportunity to come out here and say thank you to them, honor them, cheer them on. I just love rodeo.
I know. So you can tell how professional she is because she didn't know exactly what she was going to do when I had her come up
Well,
here.
that's why I
perfect.
gesture to you because I have a habit of just walking towards people with a microphone, and then I wanted to make sure because you guys were having a conversation. She was ready to, and I have to say that shirt you're wearing has to be the brightest shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't this great?
That's amazing. And it's really, really bright. There's a few of them walking around here. So bright colors, those are big in line workers territory as well. I think it is important that you mention the camaraderie and mutual aid because I always think it's so cool to come here and nobody's in groups of the same people wearing the same shirt all the time because often they've all worked together, especially with the recent problems in Broken Bow. There was a lot of help that came up here during those issues, and everyone works together. A lot of them have worked together in various positions and locations all over the years. So it's kind of a homecoming too, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is. And again, I love rodeo so much that I was so excited to have Dawson do this and just be able, I'm new, so this gives me an opportunity to see how things are done in Nebraska. And I will just throw in a plug for Public Power too. I think this is who and what we are. When you talk about mutual aid, all Rick has to do is send a text, and I've got guys that have their hands up, they're loading their truck, and they're ready to go. And I know I can do the same thing with any public power district in the state of Nebraska or even beyond the state walls. That's who we are. It's what we do. I think it's what makes Public Power and Rural Electric Cooperative so special. It's, we're not for profit. We're here to serve. And that's what we do all day long, every day, 365.
It's kind of one of those things when you talk about public power, the first thing I always say when I come out of a conversation with you about it, Rick, is why isn't everyone doing it like this? It just makes too much sense.
It does, doesn't it?
And you just kind of try to wrap your head around the idea of not doing public power, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, there are some parts of the country who think that making a profit is a better motive to serving electricity, and we just don't think that that's the right way. So we're good in Nebraska. And we'll just continue what we're doing. So I brought Alyssa in. We were talking about the mutual aid. How about we jump to that because we started this mutual aid event about 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk about it, will you?
Yeah, so if you guys all remember, I've been part of the rodeo in the national level for about 20 years, and we've talked about mutual aid events forever. And nobody else was able to ever pull it off. Like, we can't do it. Nobody wants to participate. And about 5 years ago, I think Rick and I were just chatting about, we really need to do this. So I think is when we moved up here to Broken Bow. So this is our 5th year here in Broken Bow. Everybody loves coming here. And then we just said, you know what, let's just talk to all of our folks that are participating and just see what their thoughts are. And some of them were kind of mixed emotions the first year. And we're like, no, we're just going to try this 1 year. And after the first year, everybody was in. And they look forward to it now. They're like, hey, who's my partner? How are we going to do this? And so it's actually a mystery event, so nobody knows what it is. I mean, of course, as committee folks do. But we actually then, last night, we paired everybody together. So, a Dawson Public Power person could be with a Polk Public Power District person or NPPD with OPP or whatever it is. And we just draw them out of the name or out of a hat. We put them together. Some of them knew each other. Some of them never met each other before. We may have a first-year apprentice with somebody that's been in the industry for 40 years. We just put them together, and it's a great time. So at the end of the rodeo, everybody come down to the southeast or southwest part of the arena, and we'll have the mutual aid event down over there. And so it is a great time. There's a lot of harassment going on between the competitors.
There is.
Because we have a lot of great vendors, and we don't want to forget about them. And they donate some tools, so the first, second, and third place finishers all get to bring home personal tools, and that is really great. This year was the largest vendor account we've had this year, both money-wise and just how many vendors were here. If you guys were in the paddock last night, it was totally full. We were at basically capacity. We actually had a few people outside. We had so many vendors because they understand how important it is to be part of the rodeo, but also just want to give back to the line workers.
Well, and that mutual aid side of things, you could argue in a lot of ways is the most unique and maybe the most important simulation that's going on here today, because it throws you into a situation where you're having to work with someone that maybe you've never worked with before, which is a very true situation a lot of the time.
A lot of the time, yes. And last night, when they were calling off names, as Trevor mentioned, these guys were coming up, they were shaking hands, they were smiling, hey, yeah, let's and so even at that point, they're coming together, and it's kind of heartwarming to see and see those guys, want to participate, want to be, working together, doing this, and they don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, and this is all something that people out there should be excited to see, because these are the men and women who are going out, keeping the lights on, working in these types of conditions, and they're familiarizing themselves to be able to be better at their jobs, to better serve us. And they're out here having a good time doing it while furthering their skills and abilities.
What's kind of fun is, it'll start off, but there'll be some hooping and hollering, kind of once somebody sets a mark, then they'll be going after it.
It'll probably be me who
probably, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, watch for the bright colored shirt. She'll be the one making all the noise.
Well, and I just think, too, the ties that bind us. I mean, there are people in Nebraska I've known for 20 years. I went and found the Lincoln Electric team because my daughter just started at LES 2 weeks ago. So I think it's this rodeo also, when we promote it, when we share it on our social media, and we reach that next generation of line workers and utility workers and hopefully public power, district workers. I mean, this is how you draw them in, because when we're enthusiastic about what we do, it's catchy. They want to come be a part of this. And I think that's the key, because there are a lot of us, we're going to be retiring, in the next several years. So we want that next group of people to lean in and really want to serve.
And if you folks can't tell by listening or by watching this video, there's a lot of passion for public power down here today, and you can come and see it on display. Custer County Fairgrounds. You don't have to look hard, just look for, if you've been to the Custer County Fairgrounds before, I don't need to tell you that there's typically not a ton of poles in the Trotter Arena, but there are today, and you can come down here and check it out. The Line Workers Rodeo happening throughout the day. Opening ceremonies, if you're listening to us on KBBN or KCNI right now, just drive right on past work and come down here to the fairgrounds, take in the opening ceremonies at 8:30, and then make your way on to work after that. Your boss, just say, I had to support public power, boss. I'm sorry.
Just blame it on Rick.
Yeah, blame it on Rick. Rick will take the blame. Okay. And come on down, take it in, and then come back at some point throughout the day, leave work early, come down and check it out. The nice thing is you've got an announcer who goes through and kind of explains things on and off throughout the day too, Rick. So because I know what I'm looking at when I'm watching a football or basketball game. I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm watching this.
Right.
So that's good to have too.
So that'll be Brian Winfield, and again, hometown boy, because he grew up in Arnold. But Brian Winfield does a great job. He has a passion for every one of these linemen, just like we do. He's been in this business as well, since he got out of high school, and so he's pretty passionate about it. So
great.
It'll be fun. There'll be a ceremony there towards this afternoon. That's when we kind of pick when who gets the top prizes and so on and so forth. That'll be later today. I don't know, anything else do we need to fill in on?
Yeah, just one thing. He talked about sneaking off of work here this morning to come to the opening ceremonies, but come out for your lunch. We always partner with some sort of local, like 4-H, but this year we partnered with the junior class. They're going to use the funds for prom. We talked to them for maybe the next 3 or 4 years. They're actually going to be the ones running the concession stand. So we really like to give back to those groups as well. So come down for lunch. They're already opening for lunch or breakfast, whatever you guys need. Come and get lunch instead of going out to eat. Come down here, get some lunch, support the local rodeo folks here, and just to come and appreciate what these men and women are doing.
Great. Well, thanks, everyone.
Well,
Appreciate it.
Great. Can't wait for the opening ceremonies here in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, drive carefully, folks. I know I told you, like, oh, get down here. Do it carefully, especially through the construction. Find a good route. Get down here to Trotter Arena on the Custer County Fairgrounds. Check everything out, and you're sure to have a good time no matter what time of the day you come. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy the opening ceremonies.
Absolutely.
All right, with that, we'll send it back to Brent in the studio.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much. Great remote. Wonderful to have the Line Workers Rodeo back in Broken Bow and out at the Custer County Fairgrounds once again here in 2025. And as you heard, they're going to be having the opening ceremonies about right at 8:30 this morning, so about 5 minutes away from starting that. And if you have the opportunity, we encourage you to go out and watch some of the action today and support those who keep the lights on for us here in our area. We'll take a break. We're back with more of The Breakfast Show right after this.
You're waking up with The Breakfast Show, KCNI, KBBN Radio.
I love it.
At Gothenburg Health, we understand that women's health is personal. That's why our clinic and specialty clinic offers comprehensive family practice, obstetric services, and an OBGYN specialist to support you in every stage of a woman's life. From routine exams and prenatal care to specialized treatments, our experienced providers and specialists are here to guide and care for you with the sensitivity you deserve. Schedule your appointment today and experience the difference. Gothenburg Health Clinic and Specialty Clinic, helping people live their best lives.
At Team Physical Therapy, we offer extended hours, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, and walk-ins are always welcome because we feel convenience couldn't be more important when it comes to your health. Even further, we can visit you in-home for physical therapy if you can't make it to our office. From pre- and post-pregnancy pain to dry needling and everything in between, call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit us at myteampt.com. It's your choice. Choose right. Choose Team Physical Therapy.
Building something big or just tackling a do-it-yourself project, whatever your vision, they've got the supplies you need to make it happen at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From lumber to paint, tools to hardware, Ansley Lumber and Supply has it all. With top-quality products at unbeatable prices. And with their friendly expert staff, you'll get the advice you need to get your job done right. Visit them today in downtown Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Open Saturday, 8 until noon.
Happy summer from The Secret Garden. For delicious frappes, smoothies, and quick lunch, go to Market on the Square today, where they will also have fresh, locally grown produce. Friday and Saturday, take advantage of Kelly's birthday sale at the store west of Myrna. Open Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, and Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30. Of course, you can always shop The Secret Garden online.com. Next Tuesday from 10 to 2, head to the former McDonald's parking lot in Broken Bow. The Secret Garden, where some secrets just can't be kept.
Summer is a busy time for our shop, and we know our customers are using their off-road vehicles more than ever during this hectic season. Basic maintenance can help you keep your machines in good working condition and minimize breakdowns. Regular oil changes, checking the wear of regular parts, greasing fittings, and checking fluid and oil levels are very important. And don't forget to wash. Keeping mud and manure out of your CV boots, tires, and undercarriage are very important in preventing wear and damage of your machines. Aglin ATV works hard to keep your Polaris machines up and running. West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
It is 8:28. Brent with you back here in the studio as we continue on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a Friday. Working with Dave over the years, one thing I've always enjoyed is when he just kind of comes up with a theme for the music for the day. So I've decided to do that here on a Friday, and I'm making it Country Band Day. So let's play this one for you from a country band some of you might remember. A lot of hits over the years. Here's Shenandoah.
Set spending controls and stay ahead of fraud with real-time alerts. Pay bills, view transactions, and manage your money anytime, anywhere. Bank smarter, not harder with Bruning Bank. Fast, secure, convenient. It's time to build, grow, and thrive. Call Bruning Bank today. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Napa know-how. Napa knows tools. Come see just how much at WinQuest Summer Tool Sale, July 14th through the 26th. 2 full weeks to save on all Carlisle, Milwaukee, and Performance tools, as well as select DeWalt. From individual sockets to air compressors and lifts, it's all on sale. Plus, to honor our 100th year anniversary, register to win a 41-inch Carlisle toolbox. That's WinQuest Summer Tool Sale, July 14th through the 26th at WinQuest Incorporated, serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Get ready for the ultimate adrenaline rush. Saturday, July 26th, Thomas County Fairgrounds. The ultimate bullfighting extreme. Fearless fighters go head to horn with raging bulls in a 60-second showdown. 3 intense rounds, 1 epic championship, pit roasted beef and pork at 5:30. Free will donation at 8 p.m. It's Man vs. Beast for honor, adrenaline, and bragging rights. No second chances. One night only. Don't miss it. Saturday, July 26th at the Thomas County Fair. Paid in part by the Thomas County Visitors Committee.
The right approach to care makes all the difference. And at Broken Bow Dental, that means staying true to the values that matter most to this community. Dr. Casey McLeod and her team build lasting relationships, knowing every patient by name. She also listens, making certain your treatment is the right fit. And with advanced technology, the team at Broken Bow Dental streamlines care, completing procedures in fewer visits so you can get back to what matters most. Located right off Highway 2 in Broken Bow, Dr. McLeod's practice is now accepting patients. Better, brighter. Broken Bow Dental.
Back to the studios. We continue to roll through the Get Up and Go breakfast show on this cloudy Friday morning here at our KCNI KBBN studios. Want to let you know that our friends at Kincaidor Brewery are looking for some help in the kitchen. That's right. Join the team at Kincaidor's. They are looking for kitchen positions. Now, some of the benefits that the positions will include would be these: a $500 sign-on bonus available, also offering insurance benefits, paid time off, free shift meals, and employee discount. For more information, you can go to kincaidor.com/join-the-team. This information can also be found on our job listings page on sandhillsexpress.com. So again, Kincaidor Brewery looking for some help in the kitchen. Kitchen positions are available. And again, for more information, just go to their website. Go to kincaidor.com/join-the-team. And you can find all of the details if you want to join the Kincaidor team. Well, earlier this week, we visited with Barb and Blaine, who were visiting with us about the Dawson County Fair and Rodeo, which is underway this week in Lexington, Nebraska. Fair activities have already begun, but tonight it'll be the opening performance of 2 of the Platte Valley Auto Rodeo at the Dawson County Fairgrounds. Rodeo performance tonight at 8 o'clock, and then another rodeo performance tomorrow night at 8 on Saturday, July 19th. So as we take a look at some of the things still coming up during the Dawson County Fair and Rodeo, again, you got the rodeo performances tonight and tomorrow night. Live entertainment will be on the Silver Fox stage following the rodeo performances both tonight and tomorrow. Tonight, Nate Kime will be on stage entertaining and providing great music to enjoy following the rodeo performance tonight in Lexington. And then tomorrow night, Rascal Martinez will be taking the Silver Fox stage following the rodeo performance. Rascal Martinez performing tomorrow night from 10 until 1. Also, some of the other activities still to come. On Sunday, they will have the Heartland Chevrolet Show and Shine Car Show. That'll be on Sunday, July 20th from noon until 4. Now, if you'd like more information on that or get your automobile registered for the car show, contact Barb at this number, 308-325-5882. That's 308-325-5882. 882. Also, don't forget the Carnival on the Midway continues in the evenings at the Dawson County Fair. Also, the Sundown Stage is set up, sponsored by TL Sund Constructors, DJ Lopez, the Vaudeville Clown Show, dance exhibitions, bingo, and more. And, of course, we always encourage you when you go to fair activities, no matter where it is, no matter what county it is, we encourage you to check out all of the exhibits and tour the barns and such as you support the 4-H'ers and, in some cases, FFA members who are showing off at the fair. They put a lot of time and effort into their exhibits, no matter what it is. And so we encourage you to tour the barns and take in all of the Dawson County Fair activities. It's underway for the remainder of the week. Again, the rodeo performances are set for tonight at 8 o'clock, and then the final performance tomorrow night at 8. So take it in, the Dawson County Fair and Rodeo in Lexington, Nebraska. Well, again, we're making it Country Band Day today. And listen, if you're going to spend a morning playing music from country bands, I guess you better play music from the best of all time, right? So here we go with a little Alabama for you on a Friday on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
on KCNI KBBN.
Hey, this is Andrew from Rise Rehab and Performance. It's that time of year we want to get out and enjoy the nice weather. Walking, running, yard work, gardening. Whatever the case, that increased activity unfortunately means some of us are going to have some troubles. Foot pain, hip pain, low back pain. Hopefully not all of it. But at Rise Rehab and Performance, we're set up to help you out. We can get you back active and enjoying this nice weather. So come visit us on West Highway 2 or call us at 872-5800.
The folks at Nebraska State Bank want to wish you and your family a happy and safe summer, filled with lots of memory-making fun. Barbecues, swimming, ball games, and the county fair are some of the best parts of summer. They look forward to all the local celebrations and parades and hope to see you there too. Do your banking at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Don't miss the $10,000 hole-in-one heading off the peak competition at Happy Jack Peak and Chalk Mine July 19th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and July 20th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Located on Highway 11, Scotia, Nebraska. First place, $1,000. Second place, $500. And third place is $250. Free transportation and golf clubs will be available. For more information on this or other nonprofit activities, or to let us know about your event, go to our website.
It is 8:45. Brent with you back here in the studio. Good to have you with us as we roll through this Friday morning together. I do want to let you know that our plan, once we get into the 9 o'clock hour, we plan to have a visit with Darren Toby, superintendent of Broken Bow Schools, who is scheduled to come in and visit with us a little bit later on in the show. Coming up at the end of the show, like we've been doing for the past several days, we're going to give you the code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel giveaway, which is underway, presented by Trotters Woe and Go. Chance to win a $1,000, $500, or $50 gas card prize. All you have to do is listen for the code word. When you hear it, take it to sandhillsexpress.com, go to the contest page, and get entered to win. Now, tomorrow we're going to be among the entries in the Mason City Homecoming Parade as Mason City hosts their homecoming festivities this weekend. So be watching for the KCNI KBBN vehicle through the parade, because there will be another code word that will be attached to our entry as we go through the parade route. So make sure you get that code word, and you can get some bonus entries into the fuel giveaway promotion, which again is underway through the month of July. Speaking of the Mason City Homecoming, let's just remind you of some of the activities that are planned for later today, as some of the activities will get started today, and then a majority of the activities will be on Saturday. We mentioned the parade. That'll be at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, and the theme this year for the Mason City Homecoming is a good one: Legends of the Old West. Yeah. They'll start with some things tonight, though. Out at the rodeo arena, they'll have their turtle races and kid games starting at 6:30 tonight. And then I like this one, the best dressed farm animal. Now, I assume that they're going to bring them already dressed up, but I would like to see them actually dress the farm animal. Maybe they'll do that tonight. So that'll be fun. Cakewalk tonight as well will follow that. And then some of the other things that are scheduled for tonight, these will be out at the ball field. They'll have their cornhole tournament starting at 7:30. And then we heard them talking about this the other day when we did our special live remote from Mason City. This sounds like a fun one. The goat roping is going to be tonight at 7:30 at the ball field. So check it out as they get started with some activities for homecoming in Mason City going on this weekend. Some of the highlights for tomorrow, we talked about the parade. That'll start at 10 a.m. The co-ed softball tournament is tomorrow morning starting at around 9. They'll kind of start the day with a 5K fun run tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And then following the parade at around 11, the fireman's barbecue, always a hit. And then the tractor pull scheduled for 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. There will be an alumni meeting starting at 1 o'clock. The American Legion meal will be at 5 tomorrow. Chicken pie bingo at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And then tomorrow night, they'll have some great musical entertainment for you to enjoy. Mel Shepherd. Many of you are familiar with Mel. He's been singing and performing around this area for a very long time. He's going to be in Mason City on Saturday, performing at 6:30. That'll be followed by Sam Loy and Chancey Hoblin Bittner, performing at 7:45. And then the evening of music will wrap up with Lost County Road, performing at 9 o'clock on Saturday evening. So those are some of the things that will at least take you through Saturday at the Mason City Homecoming Celebration. Well, the Tumbleweed Cafe is ready to serve you this weekend. They remind you that they do serve daily specials Monday through Friday for lunch, and, of course, that Sunday buffet. Where would we be without the Sunday buffet? At Tumbleweed, right? All you got to do is drive by on Sunday and look at the parking lot, and you know how wonderful the Sunday buffet is at the Tumbleweed Cafe. They also remind you that their Wake and Bake Nook is open every Monday through Friday till 6 p.m. Each Monday through Friday from 6 to 11 a.m., you'll find some delicious breakfast items, including burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits and gravy, and more. So visit their Wake and Bake Nook for a nice selection of casseroles that are pre-made. You can pick them up, take them home, pop them in the oven, and boom, your supper plans are there. So there you go. Check it out. Also visit Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill, west side of the Tumbleweed. Open 7 days a week from 5 to 10. Carmen says the grill is on until she walks out the door. Nightly food specials, delicious sports bar food like cheese, cigars, wings, clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, Cracker Jack fries basket, and drinks await you at Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill. Again, it's great to have you with us as we roll through this Friday together. Musically, we're making a country band day, and I played Alabama a little bit earlier. Back in the 90s, when this group first came out, I had the wonderful opportunity to go see Alabama live and in concert. And on that particular night, the band that opened for them were these guys. They've had a lot of hits. Here's Diamond Rio. It's Friday. Hooray. Yes, we made it to Friday. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. A couple of more things to bring your attention to before we hit the news here at the top of the hour. Do you have a fence that needs put in, repaired, replaced, or removed and don't have the time? Maybe you need those pesky cedar trees cut before they become an issue. Or to tackle the issue, how about on those side hills and hard-to-get-to areas? Well, MC Fencing can take care of all this for you. MC Fencing uses professional-grade equipment, which means you receive the most efficient and cleanest job possible. For a free estimate and competitive pricing, call Martine Castro at 308-870-6227. MC Fencing, serving Custer County and the surrounding area. Well, as we get close to 9 o'clock, we welcome to the studio Mr. Jeremy Shipe is here. Hello, my friend.
Hello, good morning.
I enjoyed your remote earlier today out at the Line Workers Rodeo.
Yeah.
I've said this before. People probably know by now, but of course my dad was a lineman that was his career. And so I have a special appreciation for those guys and gals that keep our lights on, and this is an opportunity to kind of spotlight what they do, and it sounds like those who are involved in the competition always have a lot of fun and really look forward to it.
Yeah, I got down there a little bit before our remote broadcast, and they were already kind of practicing, just like you do for a sport or a workout. They were out there
doing warm-ups,
going up the pole and then going down the pole, and like I said during the remote, those of us that aren't hand in hand with that kind of work or that industry don't ever get to see that stuff. So it's really cool to see it firsthand, and they'll be doing that competition all throughout the day at the Custer County Fairgrounds, and it's free for you to attend. Very few things in life are free these days.
Yeah.
But it's free for you to go down there and take it all in and watch, get some food, support the junior class at their concession stand, and cheer them on. There's friends and family that go and cheer on the line worker that they know competing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. We have a couple of minutes left here before we hit the news at the top of the hour. Something that you're helping us get together for tomorrow, and we've been doing this for a few years now, is we're going to give you some video coverage of a portion of the dog show, which is coming up tomorrow. And how many years have we had this on SandhillsExpress.com?
I think this is the fifth year, because we started in 2020 during COVID.
Ah, yeah.
And we've been doing it ever since. So, yeah, I think this is year number 5.
And as far as what we'll be showing on the video, I think the show itself starts at around 8 o'clock. But
correct.
They kind of start with obedience and kind of move into showmanship. The part of the show that we like to feature is the rally. I hope I got that term right. And the agility.
Yes.
Where they take the dogs through the obstacles and such. So those are the events that we're going to kind of come on and bring to you. Those will be later in the day. Kind of hard to pinpoint a time, but we'll kind of keep you updated, and when we get close to those things, we'll be live on video to bring that to the folks, right?
Late morning, early afternoon would be my guess, just kind of based on, how things have gone in the past time-wise. It took us 5 years to learn that we should just stop trying to put a set start time on the broadcast and just say, when we go live, you'll get a notification on your phone if you get that from the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook pages, which many of you do, and you can watch from then on out. And then the replay is available for folks as well, which
well said,
I know a lot of people that are involved in the dog show like to go back and watch that back. The nice thing about all of the events between obedience, showmanship, agility, and rally is that all of the competitors and their dogs, many of them compete in all 4 of those because it's encouraged by their 4-H group. They want them all to learn as many aspects as they can. And so we're not really missing out on getting kids on the broadcast, I think is the important part to mention here. A lot more movement for agility and rally, so that's always a lot of fun too. And you can usually tell that after obedience and showmanship, the dogs are ready to get going.
Yes.
Because they've been asked to basically
sit and
stay all morning long. So when they get into it in the afternoon is when it gets pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll have that for you on sandhillsexpress.com. That's video tomorrow, and you can access it through sandhillsexpress.com on the Facebook page, YouTube as well. So check that out tomorrow. All right, we're at 9 o'clock, so we're going to step away for the news. We'll continue with more of The Breakfast Show in a moment. You're listening to KCNI KBBN Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump is appeasing some critics who've demanded the release of the Epstein files, giving a directive to make public a portion of grand jury testimony in the case of the late sex offender. House Speaker Mike Johnson.
He's asked the Attorney General to release the information. I'm certain that she will. And everybody can make their own decisions about that.
Get your health insurance through Obamacare. The president's budget bill is expected to take a toll. Medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
On average, premiums are expected to jump 15% in 2026. That's the biggest increase since 2018.
The cost of beef is going up. CBS's Jesse Mitchell.
Government data shows the cost of ground beef spiked almost 12% in June compared to the year before, while steak shot up 8%.
The USDA reports the current cattle herd population is at its lowest since 1951. Some farmers blame drought and a lack of grass for grazing. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're not at your house. You're at a lavish seaside estate. You're not walking the dog. You're hunting for clues in an Agatha Christie mystery. See it differently with BritBox. Stream an endlessly entertaining collection of British TV, including new original series, Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
Bit awkward, really. I think I might just have solved a murder.
And Outrageous, a scandalous true story.
Seems there's a political extremist in every family these days.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Chris Perfect.
Getting you caught up on the Open Championship round 2, where the projected cut line is still 2 over. Some of the early scorecards that came in: Keegan Bradley shot a 67 for Friday's event. Mark Leishman shot a 68. Francesco Molinari shot 71. Ricky Fowler shot 72. And Matthew Pavon shot 71. On Thursday, Damian Lillard agreed to a 3-year, $42 million extension. He is coming home to the Portland Trail Blazers. The Pittsburgh Steelers and TJ Watt agreed to a 3-year, $123 million extension on Thursday. He is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. And the NFL Players Association Executive Director Lloyd Howell Jr. announced he is resigning on Thursday after being at the center of controversy and conflict of interest in the league.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. High temperatures reach up to 88 today under mainly cloudy skies, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, lows level off around 65, partly cloudy. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Slight chance for storms. Highs level off around 84. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Gateway Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow to visit with their friendly staff, schedule service with their experienced service department, or swing in for quick lube service. Visit gatewaymotorsbrokenbow.com.
Currently in our studios, 69 degrees, cloudy skies, winds out of the south, 10 to 15 miles an hour now, with the barometer at 30.02, humidity 95%, maybe a little bit of light fog out there in some areas, so drive carefully. Our precipitation total for the month of July is recorded here at our studios, showing an inch 78 up to this point. Our high yesterday in Broken Bow, 75. Overnight low, 65. Sunset for this evening is set for 9:06 888. Again, good to have you with us. Brent and Jeremy with you here in the studio. Good to get you in the studio. We have been so busy on the breakfast show with remotes and things, and busy with other aspects of radio that you and I haven't had the opportunity to get together in the studio here the last couple of weeks. So it's good to finally be able to visit with you.
Yeah, we haven't really. Kind of in between things when it comes to sports, too. So typically those are the ways that you and I are able to catch up with each other.
Yes, yeah.
It's not like we haven't had sports conversations at our desks and in between things that we've all got going on. But I think you and I are both chomping at the bit. You know, we're right around the corner from NFL and Husker football. Volleyball's right around the corner.
When's football practice for the Huskers start? It's got to be coming up.
Well, we're are we inside of 50 days until kick off the season now?
Yeah, the opener is the 28th.
I think they usually start practice about 40-some days out, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
It's got to be imminent.
Yeah, getting close. I saw where Fan Day is August 2nd, I think, and they're going to do an open practice, which I think they're going to start doing a little bit more of. I think they started this a year ago where fans can pay an amount and watch a live practice at Memorial Stadium. So I believe that is set for August 2nd. So, yeah, we're not too far away. And, of course, once again this year, we just will plug that KBBN Radio will once again be your source for Husker sports action. We'll have every Husker football game on the radio for you. Looking forward to the premiere of the new voice of Husker football. Kyle Crooks will be taking over for the departed Greg Sharp, who unfortunately lost his battle to cancer. And so Kyle Crooks will be the new voice of Husker football. And I think, listen, when you grow up in this state, yes, we're to the point now where you can watch every Husker game on television. That didn't used to be the case. But there's still a connection to listening to the home guy call the Husker football games. And so it'll be fun to kind of see what his style is all about. And you can listen to all the games on KBBN Radio again this year.
And as we all know, life doesn't stop, although much of it sometimes does stop for Nebraska football. Not all of it always stops, and that's kind of where radio comes in. Listening in the car on the way to Grandma and Grandpa's house,
or in the tractor out in the field.
Out in the field, certainly a place that you can listen. So, really excited to have Kyle on board. And the number one thing to mention about him is being the new. They don't want him. How are they describing it? They want him to be the main voice of Husker athletics, not only in football but in other sports and the Sports Nightly show. And I think the important thing to note about him is that in every statement or press conference he's been a part of that I've listened to, the importance of what he's doing is not lost on him, especially his connection back to Greg. And I think that, it feels extremely genuine from him. He's a young kid. He's only been out of school a handful of years, but he's got really good talent. I've been watching some of his play-by-play work, and, that sometimes there's a passion that can only come from being connected to a school for so long, but I think that passion will build with him.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's exciting to see what happens going forward. And, they even reached out and asked if we would like to have him record some content for the station to include on KBBN. So I sent him some stuff. So he'll record that for us too, which is cool.
Good. And, of course, we want to make sure that you can hear the broadcast effectively and efficiently. And that's where the Nebraska Land Hearing Center can come into play. How's that
nice transition.
How's that for a segue, partner?
Like it.
Yes, Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? Well, if so, stop in to see Roxanne because she can help, offering extended discounts for new and returning patients for just staying local. And this is always a key, pricing available to fit all budgets. So don't let the fear of, what will this cost, deter you from getting your hearing checked. No need to travel outside of the area. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. So give her a call today, 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. The Nebraska Land Hearing Center, you'll find their office in downtown Broken Bow, located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. Well, if you're getting together with friends, family, whatever, got something going on this weekend, you need a little refreshment, the Whiskey Barrel, Jeremy Shipe, is a great place to go.
Yeah, we had some friends in town for the 4th of July not that long ago, and they were like, well, we got to get some drinks. And my friend was like, he's always wanting to try a new beer. I don't think I've ever seen him drink the same beer twice. I was like, well, there's one place I would go here in town, and that is a Whiskey Barrel. And we went in there, and he was so impressed with, he's from a larger city. He was impressed with the selection. He was impressed with the fact that I told him, bring your cooler in the car and bring it inside the store, and we'll fill that baby up and pour the beer right in there. They took the cardboard from our 12-pack of beer, and we were on our way with a cooler full of beer right from the store. It's a great shopping experience. All the prices are directly on the items. They punch them in by hand. There's no scanning, which would indicate the price is going to change at some point. The price is stickered right on the side of what you're buying, which means they're committed to giving you that price when they put it on the shelf, which is commendable. So, yeah, Whiskey Barrel right across from Gateway Motors, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Go and see them for something to refresh yourself after one of my favorite times to enjoy a cold beverage after mowing.
Yeah, there you go.
It just hits different. Yeah. So go in and see them there. They would love to have you in.
All right, 11 minutes past the hour of 9. Brent has made it Country Band Day on the Get Up and Go breakfast show. So here we go. All right, Brent and Jeremy back with you here in the studio as we roll through the breakfast show on this Friday morning. This is the first chance I've had to visit with you about the premiere of the KCNI KBBN human slot machine. Now, you guys broke this out last week during Crazy Days in downtown Broken Bow. I was on the road to Holdridge to cover baseball, so I didn't have an opportunity to help you guys out. But I saw some of the video that you took of this and posted. It looked like a lot of fun, and I think that as we get to fair time, you're going to bring this back. So fill us in on what the KCNI KBBN human slot machine is all about and how it turned out last week when you premiered it for the first time.
Well, it turned out really well, and basically, if you know how a slot machine works, typically they have, well, the classic version anyway, has 3 reels, and if you're playing one line, you just want to get the same thing on all 3 reels. Basically, what we do is we've got 3 little windows on top of a table, and we put a staff member inside of each of those holes, and you come up and ding a bell. That starts the human slot machine rolling, which is basically just doing this with your arms, just swinging them back and forth. And then we each pick up an item. If we all pick up the same item, that's what you win. And we had some KCNI KBBN stickers, new design of those. We've got the return of the KCNI KBBN pan scraper for the first time in 25 years. And if you know, you know, is all I say with that pan scraper. Yes. It is awesome and super handy. It needs to be in every kitchen in the county. And then we've got a limited supply of hats that we're going to be giving away as well. So we'll be down at the Free Pit Barbecue, and all of the proceeds of this are going to go to the Custer County Foundation. It's $1 for 3 spins. So come up, drop $1 in the jar, give it a try. Maybe you'll win something. Maybe you won't. It's a slot machine. You're gambling to try to win some things. And I think the odds are certainly way better than a normal slot machine. So you've got that going for you. But we'll be down there at the Free Pit Barbecue. That's not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday from that. So come out and see us. It'll be fun.
All right. It will be fun. And I don't know. I might be tied up with baseball again. I want to see this happen in person. So it will be a lot of fun. And listen, if you don't win the first time, just lay down another $1.
Yeah, lay down another buck. It's going to a good cause, and it will have.
Because that's what you do in Vegas, right? If you don't win, then you just lay down more money.
Double down, yeah. And just got to gamble responsibly. Do we need that on the end of it?
Yes, I guess. I don't know. Do we?
I don't know.
Maybe we do need to put that disclaimer on there. I don't know. Bottom line is come out and have a good time. And you know that the money that you lay down is going to go to the Custer County Foundation. That's very important. All right. Speaking of projects that we're working on as far as donations, I don't know if Jack's over on the other side. Did you do the daily Gourds for Good check, Jack? Everything thumbs up? Okay. What about weeds? There are weeds? Oh, no, he says there's no weeds. Okay. I was going to say, if there are, you get out there and start pulling them, all right? We want that thing to be looking good. All right. Let's see. Some other things, of course, that we're doing. Don't forget, we've got the fuel giveaway, which is underway, presented by Trotters Woe and Go. And love the way you're doing this. I think people are really getting into the code word. I've even come across some people who they'll have the radio on, and all of a sudden the produced promo runs, and it says, hey, the code word is coming up. And it's like, just
leave me alone.
I'm stopping everything until the code word is revealed. But this has been a good promotion. You've kind of been watching the entries come in. And when you look at the prizes, my goodness, who could not use a $1,000 gas card to Trotters? So you've been watching the entries come in. I think a lot of people are getting involved.
We eclipsed 1,000 a long time ago, entries. And some people have not missed a single entry opportunity. And some people have got a few in there. Some have one, but all it takes is one entry, really. So just give it a shot. And we were talking with Tarina Trotter, who was helping us get this organized and underway. And we kind of talk about these as gift cards, but basically what these are is a gift card in general. So if you happen to be coming up to a point where you need new tires on your car, you can use this toward new tires at Trotter Service. That is a, thing that you can use it for. Obviously, all of us need gas to continue to keep driving, so that's a popular use, but you can use it for other things as well. It's important to remember. So $1,000 go a long ways and get you down the road for a good amount of time heading into fall and all of the activities that we're all traveling to at the end of summer and fall. So, yeah keep entering.
All right, fantastic. And be listening. We'll have the code word for you coming up at the end of the show today. And then we always repeat it. Don't forget that. We repeat the code word at around 3:30 on both KCNI and KBBN Radio.
Shout out to our friends at Bruning Bank in particular. You were talking about folks out there that are, making sure that they don't miss a code word. I've talked to several of them out there at Bruning Bank. If one of them is getting pulled into a meeting or something, the impression I get is that they all but shout into the office of one of their coworkers and say, "Are you listening? You listen, because I'm going to a meeting. I have to work. So you listen for the code word and let me know."
That's
and
great.
They often come right in, one right after another. So there's all kinds of stories out there of loyal listeners that support us by turning on their radio and not only supporting during giveaways that we do like this, but they're listening all the time. And that just warms my heart.
Yes.
To have that support of local radio.
Yeah, we appreciate it very much. All right, Brent has made it Country Band Day. And so for this country band, we're going to go back to the 80s. I don't think they were together for a super long time, but they did have a couple of hits, and this is probably their biggest. Here's the country band Atlanta. here in the studio. A couple of times earlier in the show, we made mention that there was the possibility that we might be able to visit with Superintendent of Broken Bow Schools, Darren Tobey. If his schedule was going to allow it, he was thinking of joining us on the show today, but we're starting to kind of move toward the end of the show. So if that doesn't happen today, we will apologize, but I know Mr. Tobey is always very good at rescheduling. So just a note on that. Again, we've got the code word coming up for you at 9:30 today or thereabouts as we kind of conclude the breakfast show. Speaking of the code word, I did want you to talk about this just a little bit, Jeremy, because tomorrow we're going to be in Mason City in the homecoming parade, and you have made it to where people can get additional entries basically into the fuel giveaway promotion. You've created a sign that we put on our vehicle as we go through the parade. You can actually just access the QR code off the sign that takes you directly to where you need to go, but there is a code word right below that sign that people can find and enter, and it's a way to basically get additional entries, right?
Yeah, and the only people that are going to lay their eye on that code word are the people that are at that parade. So you've got an exclusive opportunity to get extra entries into the Gas Up the Good Life fuel giveaway. All that QR code does is take you to the contest page where it asks for your name and email and the code word, and you hit send, and you're good to go. So, I mean, there's plenty of candy you're going to be receiving, but it's almost like being thrown a $1,000 gift card out the window if you end up winning, if you think about it that way. So watch for that on the side of the car in Mason City. And if anything, if you're not really good at pulling your phone out quickly, and you can always go to the contest page at any time. Just remember what that word is on the side of the car and take it there at some point that day.
Yeah. Well, as we start to think about next weekend, and I'm sure many of you are like us, you're always looking at what's ahead so you can prepare. And next weekend's going to be a big weekend for us. Of course, we will have more baseball on the air for you next week as Broken Bow will be hosting the Class B6 Area Seniors American Legion Baseball Tournament, and play will begin a week from today at Paul Brown Field. Believe that they have their seeding meeting coming up very soon, and then we'll see the bracket, and we'll see where Broken Bow, or I should say when Broken Bow plays and what seed they have received. We will broadcast every Broken Bow game from the Legion Seniors Tournament for you live from Paul Brown Field. And then, of course, a week from tomorrow, you've got the Custer County Fair Parade. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume we'll plan to do what we've done for many years and air that on KCNI radio. I think Tumbleweed Cafe has worked with us and sponsored that over the years. So if you can't make it to the parade, you can listen to it and hear the entries as they come by, as we'll have the wonderful privilege of helping announce the parade again this year, a week from tomorrow.
Yep, we sure will. And yeah, you'll be able to hear it on KCNI Pure Country as well. So look forward to passing that along to you thanks to the Tumbleweed Cafe.
All right. Hey, we've got a car auction that we want to make sure people are aware of.
Yeah, it's going on tonight, 7 p.m. If you were unaware, Cruise Night is happening in Kearney. It's already underway and continues into the weekend. And this has become a really cool part of Cruise Night over the last few years. It's the annual Cruise Nights Classic Car Auction. This is a live in-person auction with live internet bidding as well. The auction begins at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you want to go and check out these cars in person before you do some bidding, or before you just watch the bidding happening, for me personally, I like having a bidding number and buying something at every now and then. But not everybody is always in the position to buy an entire car.
Yes, and a classic one.
And a classic car at that. So that's why they have this $2 gate admission in place. It's fun to just go and watch people bid against each other to try to win a new car to put in their garage, and they know that. So you can attend, or you can do some bidding online or in person as well. Tell you a few more cars that are available this year, including a 1937 Ford 85. It's a low-mile original truck, everything new or refurbished, absolutely accurate and nearly flawless. It runs and drives great. It's got a flathead V8 and a 3-speed manual with overdrive transmission. Has under 50,000 miles on the odometer. 1974 American Motors Jeep CJ6. That's up for auction, as well as a 1958 Chevrolet Apache 32 pickup, a newly rebuilt 6-cylinder motor and 4-speed transmission, new brakes, front end with a drop axle, 12-volt painless wiring conversion. A lot of these cars at different stages of the restoration process. Some of them are original survivors. Others have been completely restored and are ready for the car show in your local community. And it's not all classic cars, too. You've got a 94 Chevrolet G30 van school bus, 1983 Chevrolet S10 4x4, maybe a nice big Dodge Ram 3500, a 2001 with a 5.9 Cummins is up for auction. And just to give you a couple more ideas, a 78 Chevy K10 short box pickup. What else is standing out to me? A Chevy C10 1965 model, maybe a 57 Chevrolet 3100 half-ton step-side pickup, or maybe you want a 1961 utility wagon. It's a Willys Jeep wagon. That's just a small portion of the many, many dozens of vehicles being auctioned in Kearney tonight. Buffalo Fairgrounds, 7 p.m. the place to be, or they've got that live in-person auction. You can watch for $2 gate admission or participate in live internet bidding put on by Reynolds Auction of Kearney.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Hey, Jack, I got a favor to ask. I've made it Country Band Day over here, and we're out of time. We're going to close the show here with the code word. But could you do me a favor? I really wanted to hear the Zach Brown Band. So coming out of the breakfast show on KCNI, for me, would you play Sweet Annie by the Zach Brown Band? And I'll listen to it. Thank you, Jack. What a guy. All right, we're going to close out the show with the code word. Here it comes on KCNI KBBN Radio.
It's that time again. Time to reveal today's code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Presented by Trotters Whoa and Go. The code word is coming your way after a word from our sponsors. Get those pens and pencils ready.
Trotters Whoa and Go is proud to present the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Whether you're fueling up your ride yourself or your cooler up with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, or ice, Trotters Whoa and Go is proud to be your local solution. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond. When you're looking for a stop, you're never far away from a Trotters. Stick around and get entered to win $1,000, $500, or $50 in Trotters cards, good at any Trotters location across the region.
When you're shopping for your home, shop somewhere that feels like home. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring. For nearly 4 decades, they've been helping families find the perfect item for their homes. Furniture, mattresses, window treatments, flooring, and more at Bow Family. Shop flooring and a budget line of furniture at 305 South 9th or head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, where all the furniture is found. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, proud sponsors of Gas Up the Good Life.
Open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day. The Grocery Cart. Prairie Fresh Natural Center Cut Boneless Pork Chops, $2.98 a pound. John Morrell Franks are ready for the grill, $1.78 a package. Pick up 22-ounce Kemp's Cottage Cheese, $3.75. Banquet family-size entrees are quick and easy, 2 for $7. Pick up some delicious California peaches or nectarines, $2.98 a pound. And it's always good to have Kraft family-size mac and cheese on hand, 2 for $3. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Summer is in full swing, and RT Ace Hardware in Broken Bow has what you need to make it great. Keep your relaxation outside comfortable with Ace Rewards savings of $2 on off insect repellents and save $1 on select raid or stem insect killers. Keep the birds happy with great prices on bird foods and suet, and protect your veggies with 7 insect killer, $2 off. Shop RT Ace Hardware in Broken Bow.
At Gateway Motors, they'll go to the ends of the earth, literally, to find the perfect vehicle for you. They take every detail you share, from color to trim to the smallest feature, and search high and low until they discover exactly what fits your needs and style. When you work with Gateway Motors, you can trust they'll stop at nothing to make sure the car, truck, or SUV you want ends up in your garage. From North Dakota to Texas, California to Maine, where will the perfect vehicle you're searching come from? Go find out at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics remind you that right now is the time to schedule your back-to-school physicals. The sooner, the better. Don't forget about their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464. Their specialty clinics are also a great service, including cardiology, oncology, general surgery, podiatry, orthopedics, and wound care. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics.
Weak machines make strong headaches. The solution? The Vermeer 605N baler. This baler is big on durability, toughness, and has smart features like the available automatic pickup clutch and auto loop greasing system that help extend machine life. Toughness meets performance with the dual-stage belt tightening system and E-Link Pro display with optional bale weight and moisture readings for tighter, denser, more uniform bales start to finish. Interested? Stop out and see Power Solutions, your local hay and forage dealership 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, and see how the Vermeer 605N baler is redefining the word durability.
When it comes to paint, Chapin's Interiors on the south side of the square in Broken Bow has you covered inside and out. We offer Davis paint, custom mix to match your perfect shade, and Annie Sloan chalk paint for easy, creative projects. Get expert advice from the people who know paint best, so you don't have to guess. Whether you're tackling a big renovation or a fun weekend refresh, Chapin's Interiors is your trusted local paint store.
Palmer Monument. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs. With a wide offering of monuments and markers that come in many colors, shapes, and sizes, designs can vary from traditional to very unique. They pride themselves on their top quality materials and the highest craftsmanship. Designed with pride, sold with integrity, serving Nebraska with several locations.
Need a one-stop shop for your vehicle? No need to look any further than A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. A1 Auto offers all the services needed to keep your vehicle running right, including HVAC services, major and minor services and repairs, tires and alignment, windshield repair and replacement, detailing, free loaner vehicles, free towing, complimentary vehicle inspection, and everything in between, including hard-to-beat customer service, of course. Give them a call at 308-848-2542 and keep your vehicle in top shape this summer.
It's the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Your chance at almost $2,000 in fuel cards to Trotter's Woe and Go. Here's today's code word.
Okay, today's code word is not going to be as straightforward as yesterday's, but it's going to make a lot of sense based on what's going on in Broken Bow and Custer County today. The hosting of the Nebraska Lineman Rodeo. It's happening today. All of those linemen and line workers are right up there competing high in the sky at the Custer County Fairgrounds. So your code word for today is what they are delivering. Power. Power. P-O-W-E-R. That is your code word today. Head to the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com.
To get more entries, keep listening for more code words or look for them on our car in parades or at your local event. The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Brought to you in part by...
Thank you to Nebraska State Bank, Wenquist Incorporated, Dairy Queen, and BD for partnering with us for Gas Up the Good Life. Keep entering and good luck. Now, back to regular programming.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. There you go, folks. That's your code word. Take it to sandhillsexpress.com. Go to the contest page to get entered to win. That wraps it up for the breakfast show today. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll visit with you again on Monday.
the colors from the air, green to green, red to red, yellow to yellow in the light, black to black when the evening comes, blue to blue in the night. It's a long road behind me. It's a long road ahead. If you follow every dream, you might get lost. If you follow every dream, you might get lost. She towed the line, she held her end up, she did the work of two men, but in the end she fell down before she got up again. I keep my friends eternally, we leave our tracks in the sound. Some of them are with me now, some of them can't be found. It's a long road behind me, and I miss you now. If you follow every dream, you might get lost. If you follow every dream, you might get lost. It's a long road behind me.
Neil Young's The Painter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day. No more talk. Rockin' to the top with Tom Petty, Learning to Fly.
Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone, and the sun went down as I crossed the hill, and the town lit up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the sea may burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the city life will beat you down, break your heart, steal your crown. So it started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. I'm learning to fly around the clouds, but what goes up must come down. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. Well, we've been here before. I saw your name on a card as I came in the door. Will you deny our love again? Mad, bad, and dangerous, you're still the same. Break this glass and make a scene again. I know that's what you want, so you can write again. I always fly till you shoot me down. This love can only last if I'm not around. Caroline, you can go your own way, but my face will follow you down and fill your dreams. The stars can keep your secrets. I don't want to owe them anything, so I will draw the line. Draw the line. Oh, Caroline. For years we've secretly been dreaming, but the words you write have lost all of their meaning. You wanna pour me out and drink me up off of the floor, so you can say you're safe hesitation. I say I feel just fine, happy with my situation. But when I look away, people know my mind is straying to where I once belonged, dreaming about your heart again. Your heart again. Your heart again. Let me in your heart again. Listen to me, honey. When you have to face the blues, I give you satisfaction. It's your heart again. Despair was on your mind, I gave you the right direction. It's your heart again. Sometimes you walk away. Remember, it's my heart you're breaking. You forget we were in love. Now my heart is only filled with pain. Your heart again. Oh, your heart again. Let me in your heart again. Oh, my love, I want you to stay. Don't leave me now, or I'll just fade away. Oh, my love, don't hurt me this way. Don't ever tell me Don't make me wait too long, or I'll lose my mind. When people talk of love, I have no hesitation. It's your heart again. Tell me what you're dreaming of. I'll hold that conversation for you, babe. It's your heart again. But when I look away, people know my mind is straying, baby, to where I once belonged. Just let me in your heart again. Your heart again. Oh, let me in your heart again. Open the doors for me, babe. It's your heart again. Let me in. Hey, live. Let me live. Live in your heart again. I've been all the way around the world, there and back a time or two. I've been all the way around the world, there and back a time or two. That road leads me home, brings me back to the blues. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. Miles under my wheels, in my walking cane. Still winging it all time, smiling at the pouring rain. I've seen 1,000 city lights from Austin to Saskatoon. Seen 1,000 city lights from Austin to Saskatoon. I see them shining from the aisles, howling at the shining moon. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I'm the kind of man that takes a lap or two. Did you walk back, now you have a clue. Trying to get one over, I got some news for you. When you poke the bear, you're about to lose. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. Got some miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I'm still winging at hard times, smiling at the pouring rain. Oh, I may be no angel, I shall be a devil for you. Maybe no angel, I shall be the devil for you. Yeah, that road might not lead me home. Yeah, there's not a damn thing you can do. I got some miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I'm the kind of man that takes a lump or two. Tilt your world back, now you have a clue. Trying to get one over, got some news for you. When you poke the bear, you're bound to lose. I got miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. Miles under my wheels, notches in my walking cane. I'm still winging at hard times, smiling at the pouring rain.
It's summer. The sun is shining, and there's unique rock on the radio. Your summer real rock station, 95.3 KBBN Broken Bow.
CBS News Brief. President Trump is raging over a published report claiming he wrote a bawdy birthday note to the late Jeffrey Epstein 20 years ago. CBS's Natalie Brand.
The president is threatening to sue the Wall Street Journal and owner Rupert Murdoch. In a new social media post, he says he even looks forward to getting Murdoch to testify in the lawsuit.
The president's directed the attorney general to request permission from a judge to release a portion of grand jury testimony from the sex offender's trial. President's expected to sign a bill into law clawing back $9 billion in foreign aid and funding for public broadcasting. CBS's Torian Small.
This is headed to the president's desk. They had until today to pass this. They just met that deadline.
Data compiled for the New York Times shows prescription denials by private insurers in the U.S. jumped 25% between 2016 and 23. Experts say coverage requests for new weight loss injectables may have played a part. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Eat up, buddy. It's almost time for school.
You take charge of your home. You take charge of your work. Don't forget to take charge of your gut health too with Nature Made Probiotics. Nature Made has clinically studied probiotics that work with your digestive tract's natural bacteria, so you won't miss a beat in your daily routine. Find us in the vitamin aisle. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. High temperatures reach up to 88 today under mainly cloudy skies, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, lows level off around 65, partly cloudy. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Slight chance for storms. Highs level off around 84. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
BD is made for today, tomorrow, and for what's needed next. They're advancing the world of health as one of the largest global medical technology companies in the world, supporting the heroes on the front lines of healthcare. BD, with locations in Broken Bow and across the world.
The best of the 80s. It's totally awesome 80s on 95.3 FM, The Thunderbird. KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Totally awesome 80s.
Hi, Ken Jones here with more of the pop, rock, and party hits of the 80s, the best music of the decade. And this week we're featuring the best artists of the decade, counting down the top 15. We have the top 3 for you this hour. Plus, we'll hear from the Romantics, Dire Straits, Pat Benatar.
Totally awesome 80s with Ken Jones.
Underground, back to the floor that I love.
Fleetwood Mac and the unmistakable voice of Stevie Nicks leading there with Gypsy on Totally Awesome 80s. We're into the top 3 now for our top acts of the 1980s, and Hall & Oates ranked number 3. They started producing their own music in 1980, and they changed their recording studio to Electric Lady Studios in New York. They also changed their sound with it, bringing them a fresh wave of success on the charts. In fact, by 1984, the Recording Industry Association of America proclaimed Hall & Oates the most successful duo in the history of recorded music. And that says a lot, considering such great duos as Simon and Garfunkel, the Righteous Brothers, Air Supply, Wham, and the Everly Brothers. Well, by the end of that year, they were number 1 again with Out of Touch.
Greatest songs of the decade. Totally Awesome 80s.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the
I'm Believin'. On Totally Awesome 80s, Kent Jones here with you.
Happy birthday!
Let's see whose birthdays we have this week. We start off with Phoebe Cates, the actress from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Gremlins 1 and 2, and the Anniversary Party. Also David Hasselhoff, Will Ferrell, James Brolin, Robin Williams, Danny Glover, and David Spade. Kim Carnes has a birthday this week, as does Vin Diesel and Anthony Edwards. And Mike Skill, the Romantic singer and guitarist, their song What I Like About You is on the Guitar Hero Encore Rocks the 80s game. The band sued the developers, saying the cover version in the game sounded too much like the real group and could be misunderstood as an endorsement. But that case ended up being dismissed. Here are the Romantics, What I Like About You.
Hey!